Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Hey Teddy, have you noticed how little attention science and health issues get in the media?
Totally, Edgar, yet science information is very important.
Yeah, for sure. That's why the Health Journalists Network is here.
How can they help?
They are a group of journalists dedicated to advancing public understanding of healthcare issues through impactful reporting on health and science.
Oh, really?
Yes, they meet up every month with scientists and researchers, policymakers, and activists at the science media cafes. They then relay what they discuss to the public.
Does that benefit us?
Oh yes, very much so. This helps with health and science literacy for a healthy Ugandan society.
Okay. I love getting informed about science and health issues. Health information makes all the difference between life and death. I'll look them up and engage them.
That's great. They are based all over the country.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, and they should be making real impact.
They are empowering health communities through journalism. Journalists can save lives just like doctors.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Our viewers, my name is Norman Tumhimbise, and we're glad to be here with Mr. Vincent B. Ssekono, who was a secretary for Electoral Commission in 1980, December 10th elections in Uganda. They are the same elections that caused trouble, and Mr. Museveni and colleagues went to the bush to challenge and or fight the Obote regime, accusing them for having rigged the elections. Gladly, we had Mr. Vincent B. Ssekono some time ago on another show in Uganda. This time around, our viewers asked that we have him in English so that they can also tap into his experience. Because we covered too much about the Uganda elections back in the day and in our other show, today we are glad that he's going to share with us his experience when he was invited to South Africa as one of the observers on recommendations of United Nations. United Nations. So, Mr. Vincent B. Ssekono, precisely say hello to our viewers, and then we fly to South Africa and you'll share with us the experience there of the post-apartheid elections.
Yes. Good evening, viewers. I'm delighted to be hosted to this show.
Thank you.
By Norman Tumhimbise.
Yes, sir.
Once again, this time around, this episode will be conducted in English for the benefit of those who prefer English to other languages.
Especially foreigners also.
Yeah, foreign. Yeah. In 1990, F.W. de Klerk, the then President of South Africa, decided to release Nelson Mandela. As in response to immense domestic and international pressure and the fear of a racial civil in South Africa. Therefore, in 1990, January, Nelson Mandela was set free. And everybody in South Africa and internationally, people were very excited. I was one of them. We were watching. It was an international, momentous occasion for the world to see a freedom fighter who spent 27 years in prison fighting for freedom and the rights of the black people in South Africa. De Klerk, Nelson Mandela, and ANC, the main political party then, I think even today, agreed on a core program. One, to start efforts to work on a new constitution in South Africa. Two, to organize a free and fair election where everybody in South Africa, black and white, have one vote. One person, one vote. Previously, the previous to the other elections, which were being conducted by the white people, the apartheid people, apartheid government. And the third is they agreed on having an international independent team to organize and observe, preferably from the UN member countries, obviously including Uganda.
Yeah.
The Secretary General of the United Nations then, Mr. Boutros Ghali, by the way, for the benefit of the viewers, he was an Egyptian. Was mandated by the Security Council, UN Security Council, to assemble an international team of knowledgeable and experienced people from member countries to go to South Africa for that purpose. I was delighted to be one of the Ugandans who was considered to have the necessary experience and knowledge to go to South Africa for that election. It was exciting to have because I was given I was given an appointment letter with very favorable terms.
With a leave of 3 months.
Yeah, with a leave of 3 years, 3 months. And the UN, through its offices in Kampala, UNDP, requested the Uganda government, my employers, to allow me to have a sabbatical leave of 3 months to be away in South Africa for that work. As a prerequisite, all the members, all people who were appointed to go to South Africa for that election had to undergo a thorough medical examination so that you were given a clean letter of health. Dr. John Gibbs, a long-standing chief physician in Uganda, who had been working in Uganda since independence time, was given that assignment. And all of us had to undergo that examination at his clinic to ensure that our health records and so on are not compromised. that on reaching to South Africa, you have found that we're not physically fit to do the work under very trying circumstances. So we're cleared, given travel facilities, air tickets and so on, and left for South Africa. At that time, we were carrying passports. All people coming from African Union countries, including Uganda, were carrying or holding passports with a stamp that you are allowed to travel to any other country, to any country in the world except South Africa.
Yeah. Because of the sanctions.
Because that was one of the sanctions by AU or United or African Union against South Africa for its
apartheid tendencies.
For its because of its brutal and ugly policies of apartheid. And that sanction was lifted
to observers now.
And they were able to enter South Africa with a special travel document supplementing or cancelling that
ban,
that sanctions. So we were able to enter South Africa. I'd like to give the viewers a bit of background. Many people hear about South Africa. Some now have been to South Africa many times, but at that time, I would like to give you a picture of what was obtaining in South Africa. South Africa was, I think it was and is still the most developed country in Africa. South of Sahara. It is followed maybe by Egypt. Its economy was very strong, and it seemed strong. They were one of the biggest producers of gold in the world and diamond. They also have a mineral called uranium. Uranium is a mineral which is used to produce nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is different from nuclear
weapons.
I want to be understood. Nuclear energy. We have 3 types of energy, or 4. No one knows them because he did physics very well.
Unfortunately, he did physics.
They are hydro from water, like we have in ginger, and the Bujagari. Then you have thermal from diesel engines, which we have here whenever we have shortages of hydro. Then you have nuclear energy, not nuclear weapons, but nuclear energy. I'd like to say that 70% of the power, electricity, which is used in South Africa, is in nuclear.
So they have less hydro.
They have little hydro, and the thermal. Highly developed, organized, but highly developed infrastructure, road infrastructure, highly. I was in Germany many years ago, before South Africa. What I saw in South Africa is similar to what I saw in Germany. They construct a road. They did not know any natural obstacle. They cut through a mountain, and the road continues. A river, they bridge it. The road continues. So you find that distances from one place to another are shortened. You don't go round, like when you are going to Kabale.
Dodging.
You go straight. The economy, back to the economy. South Africa has got a Mediterranean type of climate. Those who are familiar with geography, who have done geography, Mediterranean climate is the climate which is suitable for growing grapes, olives, oranges. When you go to Europe, especially in London, you find the oranges which are you see or found on the supermarket, come from South Africa. Orange, grapes, and so on. South Africa is one of the biggest producers of wine in
Africa.
In Africa, because wine, we know it is produced large in Europe, largely by countries which are located in Mediterranean areas. I mean climates like Spain, Italy, and Portugal. You know, find people when called Bordeaux. You find the what is it? In South Africa, we have a lot of wines from South Africa, produced from grapes. Here I've seen 4 cousins. Have you seen 4 cousins?
4 cousins, okay.
4 cousins come from South Africa. Yeah. 4 cousins comes from South Africa, and we have other types on the shelves here. Those are wines which come from South Africa, because they produce a lot of grapes. Yeah. Now, on the social side, on the society side, on the population side, demographic, you have 3-4 big ethnic groups in South Africa. Black. Before I talk about the Boers, the whites, but we are talking about the black people, the demographic, and the black people from South Africa. You have the Xhosas from Eastern Cape, where Mandela came from, or comes from, and his wife, Winnie. You have the Xhosas. You have the Zulus, who come from Natal, KwaZulu-Natal. Then you have the Lesothos. Lesotho is one country where is amazing in South Africa.
Yeah.
It's one country which has got no boundaries with any other country except South Africa. It's like a yolk in an egg. That's Lesotho. And its capital is called Maseru. Then you have the Swanas from Botswana. Then you have the Swaziland, the Swaz, now Swatini. Then you have the Boers. At that time, the time of the elections, the black people were about 39 million. Then the white were about 3
million.
3 million. That's why they had a system of election where it's not where one vote,
One man,
one vote, one vote, one man. They had a system where one white man is representing 7
votes.
Yes. Or 70 white black people were representing 1 vote.
Seriously? By the time you went there, during the
No,
apartheid,
the apartheid, that was the system, please.
one Boer
One vote from Boer
is an equivalent to 7 votes
over a white,
over
a black
over
person.
And 7 black people represent 1 vote.
Yes. To make sure that they don't win, the black people don't win. Because they're in the majority. That's why this election is called ratio. Everybody. One man, one vote. Hence that election. And that's why that was what was supporting the policy of apartheid.
So their electoral laws were specific. 1 white man is an equivalent of 7 black votes.
That kind of thing. That's one of the elements of apartheid policy. Then you find that the white people, the black people were not the black people were not having quality education. They were going to 3rd rate or 4th rate sort of schools. Very inferior. So the black people remain ignorant and remain backward. That is what we call, or we use, that's what used to happen
In South Africa.
Okay, in South Africa. That is apartheid. You also find that you could find a restaurant or a hotel with a label. Black people and dogs are not allowed. And strictly speaking, dogs and black people are not allowed. Okay? Openly and shamelessly. Can I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So we went to South Africa in April 1994.
Yeah.
And we underwent a very thorough, detailed training at Carton Center. Carton Center is a very huge hotel. We don't have one like a Carton Center in Uganda. We don't. Where the UN team assembled, the entire team assembled there, and that was its headquarters. Like what I told you in the first episode, did I say that? I think I did.
No,
Did I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I will. Maybe next time when we cover. Yeah. I thought I said it.
Yeah. Maybe on the very, very hotel, did the other policy affect you, or it had been uplifted? Blacks and dogs not allowed, because if you mention the hotel, it's
that was removed. We are talking about general hotels and restaurants. General hotels and restaurants.
Okay.
But now I'm talking. Carton Center was the headquarters of the UN team
Okay.
in South Africa, 1994.
April.
People. That's where we assembled for training. And we were in that hotel for 2 weeks.
Training.
Yeah, with strict instructions not to get out of the hotel and roam around, move around on the streets, because there was a lot of political violence going on. And youth unemployment, you could find a lot of youth mugging people, and they were carrying swords. He brandishes, a youth brandishes a sword in front of you and says, surrender everything you have, or else you go. So we were not allowed to
get out of the
to move around anyhow. You know, especially people from Uganda, no, not Uganda, from African countries, who have the temptation of going around with the little money you have, trying to do some shopping in excitement. So we are discouraged from that for very obvious reasons, and we complied.
For the 2 weeks training in preparation for the...
Yes, then after 2 weeks, you know, South Africa has got 9 provinces, 9 large provinces, which have now been renamed, given local names, different from those of the Boers, slightly. You have KwaZulu-Natal, you have the one around Johannesburg, which was called Pretoria.
Free State?
No, wait, Pretoria, Witwatersrand, and the Vaal. PWV. PWV. Okay? So that was Pretoria, because Pretoria is the capital. And for the Boers, you know, the clerks and so on. That's where you had the government, the executive,
sitting in
the
Pretoria.
cabinet is in Pretoria. Then you have Orange Free State, Orange Free State in Bloemfontein. That's where you have the judiciary and the police headquarters. The police and the judiciary work together. So you know. Then you have the Cape Town. That's where Parliament sits. So where did the PWV, okay, which is now given another name called, I think, Gautang. Okay. For me, I was posted in a project called Western Transvaal. Its headquarters was called, is still now, it's called Nelspruit. Those who follow football in South Africa, we have a very famous football team in Nelspruit. Very strong team. Yes, a football team. Then after 2 weeks, we are split
to different provinces.
Provinces. Based on your experience, knowledge, and age. Volatile areas like KwaZulu-Natal and Western Transvaal. You have to send there people who are extremely careful, experienced, and with a reasonable sense of judgment. For example, in Western Transvaal, the Boers were very determined and very rich people, producing a lot of agricultural products like grapes, olives, oranges, and so on for export. And They were subtle, but dangerous. Subtle, I mean, they don't obviously look dangerous, but they subtle, they hide their hunger, they hide their determination.
At heart.
But at heart, but they could kill you and harm you if you turn violent. Because they are suspicious and they're subtle. They suspect you can be violent because you are now going to have independence for the black people. Mandela is going to win. So what happens to us? You are going to grab their property, their cars, their what? So they had a lot. They had pistols. They were carrying pistols openly, not hidden. In case you turn around and they behave in a different way, they finish you. So they supposed to ask people with some experience and equally subtle to those areas. So and the young people were left out and taken to South Africa, around Johannesburg, especially West Cape, Eastern Cape and Western Cape. So we had to also to take a UN driving test because we were driving UN government UN vehicles. You know these UN vehicles, or if you have seen them here, Toyota with long something antenna. Those are the ones we are driving. To drive them and to be insured, you the driver have to be insured. The car has been interviewed. So and the third party, in case you drive badly and they kill somebody or injure. So you have to undergo a UN test. And then get a UN driving test and he get a UN driving permit covering a period of 3 months. As you wind up the mission, you surrender the car and the driving permit before you can get your dues, the last dues, salary and allowances, whatever. Okay? So that's what we did. At home, we had to undergo a health medical test.
In South Africa, 2 weeks training and driving training.
Yeah, so it was after driving, after training, we were let go to our respective provinces on your own. And they were given a car and they were being to 2 people.
2 people to be observers of that province?
Yes. The car is allocated to two members or observers with a driving permit in 1 car, well serviced.
No police.
Brand new, no police.
No police escorts, nothing.
No, nothing.
You were on your own.
We are on our own.
So what guaranteed your safety?
South African government will have to guarantee to UN.
You don't have any security personnel in your vehicle. You are a beneficiary of the security at large.
Yes. And that's what it is.
Did you get any threats?
The climate was, the political climate in the provinces was good, except the streets of Johannesburg.
The capital.
The capital. The streets of Johannesburg. That was terrible.
Did you encounter any threats?
No. We were given security in West Timor. East Timor was extremely violent.
Yeah, I read about your East Timor experience.
Oh, yeah,
South Africa itself.
It was bad. So South Africa, no problem.
So, as an observer, did you?
Now, let me tell you what the observation and the organization entails. I was sent to New Street. Getting there is a sub headquarter, a provincial headquarter. Again, with the facilities and so forth, where you reported and then were allocated to then districts. I was sent to a district called Emelo. Emelo, as I said there in my book, those who are interested in music. Emelo is the place where Lucky Dube was born and bred. Lucky Dube, who came here many times. And unfortunately, he was killed by the beggars. By the killed people wanted his BMW and his money. He went to the hotel one morning, coming to the bank to drop some money. Then he got into his BMW, and these thugs
Followed him and
they killed him. So I was in Emelo for 3 months. From Emelo, I had to drive with my friend called Mohammed Bachit. For him was based in Washington, no, in New York. He was working with the UN headquarters in New York. He was Sudanese, an Arabic Sudanese of the north.
the other upper side of Sudan.
He had problems at home. So he defected from the foreign service of the new UN because he had problems with Bashir. So he defected. Then he got a job with the UN in New York. He was Arabic, yeah. So he defected. So he was my co-driver. In the morning, we set off, drive about 80 kilometers to a place called Standerton. Standerton is on the border with the Swaziland, Swatini. And we had to work about registering people, putting them on the register, interviewing them, and giving them voters lists, slips, voters cards, and sending the data which we were collecting manually to South Africa, the Carton Center for computerization and for compiling the register. You follow me?
No, I wanted you to substantiate to our viewers who was doing that in particular. Was that part of your assignment or?
Indeed, it was.
Okay.
We went to South Africa to organize, conduct, and observe.
Okay.
These verbs are very important.
Yeah.
Please, those are the assignments.
Conduct. In fact, organize, conduct, and observe.
And observe. At the end of the exercise, the Carton Center issues a statement to say the elections have been free and fair. Unlike the ones in Uganda in 1980, the Commonwealth team came here to observe.
Just observe.
Not to organize. The Electoral Commission of Uganda, to which I was secretary, organized the election. The Commonwealth observer team came to observe. However, in addition from UN, there was the European Union coming to observe, not to organize.
So does that mean?
let me finish the point, which is very, very important. There were other observers in South Africa. But for the UN,
You were organizers.
there were organizers
And to conduct.
And observe and organize, conduct
and observe.
and observe. In addition, European Union had an observation team in South Africa, but had nothing to do with organizing the election. Their work was to organize. To observe. European Union, European Union, and then
Commonwealth.
African Union, OAU, I think at that time.
It was OAU.
Based in what? In Addis Ababa, had an observation team. Is that clear?
Yeah. I had a question for you to that regard.
Why? Because the South Africans, the ANC, led by Mandela, and Mandela insisted that in South Africa, the black people have no knowledge and the capacity to organize this election. Because they were purposely left behind in terms of education, in everything. I think what I'm saying is clear to everybody, all the viewers.
There's a question I want you to precisely clear also. So does that mean South Africa in its formation at a time, even with the apartheid government, while organizing that election, there was no an official government electoral commission besides you people, the foreigners?
No, sir. Indeed. Okay. I would say when Nelson Mandela came out, they had to sit down and agree on the way forward. The way forward was an independent international team, preferred from UN.
Organize and conduct.
Yes, because the one in place, which was actually part of the apartheid, was not palatable, was not agreeable. They didn't like it. It could not produce a free and fair election. It would be a repetition of the apartheid type of people. Type of election. No, man. What is the problem?
No, the problem is not with me. The problem is that it has to be clear to the viewers to be, to clear any doubt, because after we have left, someone could ask, so were you helping the country's electoral commission? That's what any other viewer would have. So literally you were, and you were a hired team, in fact, foreign team, selected from amongst some countries.
I think you are making a very important subject, which I need to clear here. The elections were organized by UN.
Yes.
Conducted by UN. Okay? Team. We people, including we Ugandans. Okay? However, there was an electoral commission which was headed by Justice Kruger. Justice. There was a justice who was heading the electoral commission
of South Africa.
But not organizing. It was overseeing the system.
The commission was literally idle.
Yes.
Okay.
There was an electoral commission, headed by a man called Justice Kruger.
Overseeing what you were doing.
Yes. Kruger Independent Electoral Commission,
Okay.
largely, by the way, to handle boundary, constituency boundaries and so forth and so on. You will see in my book that in South Africa they have got what we call, which is not known here, what is called an independent boundary electoral commission, boundaries as well, even in Kenya.
What do you mean?
We demarcate boundaries. The election, the independent, like you see in Uganda here, the boundaries are demarcated by the East East, Nakawa West.
That's what you mean.
Nakawa East, Nakawa West.
This municipality, this what? Those ones.
Senyonyi is Nakawa West.
West.
This man in this century, who is his name? No.
Ruhindi. Nakawa East.
Yes. You have Namboze municipality in Mukono. Yes, that kind of.
Those are the boundaries. Electoral.
Electoral boundaries, independent boundary electoral commission.
So that was the purpose of the other electoral commission.
Yes.
That demarcated all those boundaries.
Yes.
And then
but
you
also, I would like to highlight this point. That was headed by Kruger.
The other justice.
Judge Kruger, South African. Now, they have what we call proportional representation. Right from the word go, they decide that South Africa will have 500 seats in the parliament. You follow me? 500 seats in the parliament. Do you follow me? Do you follow me?
500 seats in parliament.
In parliament. And depending on how you win, if you get Mandela and the NSC get 60% of the votes, they get 60% of the seats. What does that mean? The total votes cast, you have on the ballot paper, you have a ballot paper with the name of the party, the name of the party in the middle, on the side, then the name of the leader of the party, ANC, one column. Then you have Nelson Mandela, middle. Third column is the boxes,
14.
where you tick. And there were about 9 political parties. Okay? So you tick the box where, if you want, Mandela and the ANC. ANC, Mandela, box, tick. You follow? Yeah?
Yes.
So, country-wise, if you get 60% of the votes, like Museveni got
71%.
then you look at proportional representation.
Clear this to our viewers with your expertise. When you mention proportional representation, does that mean that a political party with a specific number of representation occupy cabinet with the very
parliament,
just parliament?
Yeah, you get.
How different
you
is
get that? No. I give you a very simple example. Museveni this time around got 74. Chagulanyi got what?
Around 20 plus.
No, the percentage.
That's what I'm saying. Around 20 plus %.
Correct. Then it means you get 20 of the 500 seats in parliament. Or like 70, you get 70% of the seats. And within the party, you say so and so, you go and represent this constituency.
That's what I wanted to clear.
This is, the constituencies are there. The constituencies are, you represent Nakawa East, Nakawa West, Nambozi, what, that's, But you are not elected as a member directly.
Yes, that is what we wanted to clear. So there are no parliamentary elections per se.
Not so.
Very good.
Not at all.
You see? So ANC contests with another party. The bigger percentage they get, the party nominates.
Thank you.
Okay. Which democracy people don't know here? That's what I wanted to clear. So
it works there.
A party nominates who will represent a certain constituency.
Correct.
Okay. So with
that's the system which is known as proportional representation. They don't elect members of parliament. They elect the president and the party. So the victory is not yours, it's the victory of the party.
Okay.
Even during campaigns, it is the party campaigning.
Okay. In our remaining minutes now, with the time spent there.
I am now saying to you, this book is very important. You cannot get the contents of the book for free because you have got a channel. No, you have to read it. Children go to school and they study.
And pay
not,
fees.
Not like when we're on the COVID period and so on. That's finished. That's stopped. You go to school and they pay and they then get study and buy books and so on and so forth. Cut out what? Experiments in the labs and so forth.
So in our few remaining minutes, I want to ask you, in front of our viewers, did you consider, first of all, what are those specific challenges did you face as one of the observers, in fact, as one of the organizers, conductors, and observers, in specifics that this?
Well, we were not staying in hotels. We were renting houses. We were renting houses. Of course, the Boers had to vacate their, well, for financial reasons or economic reasons. They knew there was a demand for houses to be rented. So some of the Boers left their houses and went elsewhere or went to the friends and so forth. And they stayed with friends for that duration. And we gave them money, but we had to buy basic, like saucepans, cups, mattresses, because you get a house like this one, they only 3 bedrooms, one bed, 2 beds, 1 bedroom, each bedroom has got 1 mattress. So we had to buy additional, and you had 5 or 6 additional beds.
Okay. Do you?
And internationally, you have to behave because gender equality. You sleep with somebody from Ghana, Canada. She's a lady. You have to give her a room, and for the men, you stay in another room, and you have to behave. If you start doing other market games, then you are put on the next flight back to your country.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah, sure. So do you, if we were to use a scorecard of 10, how a scorecard of 10 marks, how free and fair were the elections that you people organized in South Africa?
They were perfect.
10 out of 10?
Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfect. To the mark.
Okay. My final question.
Because of the people who worked on these elections. We are
Experienced.
international. And we followed and were guided by standard election procedures which are followed by UN. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We observed the election. We observed the what? We observed we attend the campaigns. Okay? We registered the voters for the first time. We prepared the voters registers. The hardship was we had to do this manually, and they send, and there was somebody coming every day, every week to pick up the handwritten materials to go to Carton Center in Johannesburg for printing. And then we brought back, and we had to display them in the town councils, town halls, so that everybody knows I'm registered, I'm number so, like it's done here.
okay.
No, what we call manyanga here. You know manyanga?
No rigging, nothing.
Nothing. You go to vote and you say, I'm not here there. Then they say that go to the market. No, go Ntinda. That's where your name is. So you have to display the registers.
And people knew where they were voting
And
from.
those are international
standards.
of UN.
Okay.
And that was a challenge. It was not an easy job. The names are foreign. The people were not very, very fluent in English. They spoke a bit of you see, the Boers had taught them Afrikaner, their language. Their English was not very good. So you had to listen very carefully and take down their names. They had some kind of identification. So you look at the card and also put it. Now, these people use it as an opportunity to sort out their family problems. A woman comes to register and says, but also, my husband does not look after the children. Then they start getting you involved in welfare family problems. Yeah? And then you say, that's not for us.
We are here for elections.
Then somebody said, no, you got the welfare office. That's where we report that matter.
Okay.
Because of the level of ignorance, they said they thought we are also serving as courts or welfare officers and so forth.
From UN.
From UN.
Okay, I have this last question for you, and then we shall leave here. Would you, in your view, recommend
let me say this, which is very interesting. When we got there, we had to open up a bank account at where they put your money in rands. You are paid your money. The money is paid in the dollars, and it goes on the account in rands. The UN sends your salary in dollars, but it's put on what?
In rands.
In rands. And one of those occasions, I went to a bank because it must be savings account, not checks. I went to the bank, wrote a slip, and got some money. And the woman looked at me and said, where do you come from? I come from Uganda. Uganda? And you are here? What are you doing here? Uganda, I'm part of the UN. These people came for the elections. that's why you are getting this kind of money. This is unthinkable. This money cannot be given to a black person here. It's a lot of money for a black person. You are getting this money? Yes. She laughed, and since then she started respecting me. And then when I was closing my account, and to get the balance in dollars, say, Mr. Vincent, I hear you have things in your houses. Can you give them to me? How do you come to know? Yeah, I was told you have saucepans, cups, and the mattresses. So that you come.
And take them.
You come early in the morning because you are leaving in midday to go to Johannesburg. You come and take them. I gave her my mattress, my pillow,
Saucepans.
and we shared the saucepans among ourselves.
Okay.
And I came with a saucepan when every shaker with a hand.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
To show you the how desperate.
Yeah.
And those people had been, and they were being pushed to the wall.
By the apartheid government.
Apartheid.
So my last question in a minute, specifically, would you advise that any country in Africa, or even Uganda in particular, to adopt proportional representation than what we have, for instance?
No.
Why?
That will cause problems.
What will cause problems? Proportional representation? Sure.
Yeah.
But did cause it in South Africa when you were organizing?
You see, the situation is different there.
Okay.
No. It will not cause problems. But I want to close one thing, that the man you hear or you have read about called Mandela suffered a lot for South Africa. He suffered a lot beyond what you saw. He was in a prison
27
for
years.
27 years, and he was in 3 prisons. He was in Robben Island, Worcester Vesta prison, and then Poromo prison. Then he came out. What I'm saying to you today is not what many people know in Uganda. But it is general knowledge in South Africa. He came out in January with the Nelson Mandela, no, with the Winnie Madikizela Mandela, hand in hand. Then he had a big party, hand in hand. And in the evening, when he said, no, I'm going home, and he left. In that kind of situation,
Led to that divorce.
obtained for 3 months. So after 3 months, Mandela brought the matter to the executive committee of ANC and said very painfully, ladies and gentlemen, I must say I'm divorcing this lady.
Part of the sacrifices for his struggle.
I'm divorcing this lady. And Winnie also was forced to resign as a president of the Federation of Women in South Africa. and Mandela got married to
Sure.
Gracia Machel, the wife of the late Ssekono Machel. But I think that was a big sacrifice.
Yeah, definitely.
A very big sacrifice. He met Mandela, Matikizela Mandela, in Soweto in 1960. Madiba was already in Soweto, was already a practicing lawyer. He had previously married to a lady called Evelyn, and they had one boy. That boy died when Mandela was in prison, Robben Island. Mandela requested that the authorities that he be allowed to go in for the burial. They refused. Now, go back to Winnie. They met in Soweto in I think 1960. She was a teacher, and eventually she became a social worker. A social worker, again trying to help the black women in South Africa. At a bus stop, and he saw a woman who was extremely beautiful. They entered the bus, and Mandela followed her. They started from there, 1960.
Till 1990.
Yeah, they got married and got two boys, two girls. Two girls. So Mandela was arrested in 1964 when he was driving from Durban to Johannesburg. All right? He was caught in the middle. According to his book, he thought of stopping and run into the bush. He said, no, these people are going to take advantage and say I'm a terrorist. I've been trying to organize whatever. So he endured and drove, and he was caught immediately.
And
taken to Johannesburg. And then hence the Rovanian trial, where he pleaded and so on and so forth. And they made a very moving statement, in addition to the statement made by the defense lawyers. And because of that, and international pressure, the judge reduced the death sentence
to life.
To life. And eventually
Served 27 years. Okay.
I think that's a remarkable
Sacrifice.
Okay,
our viewers, I want to encourage you to look for Mr. Vincent B. Ssekono's book with the title My Life and My Work in Uganda and Beyond. This is the book. I don't know whether you how can they find your book in just a few seconds. Where do they find your book?
Through you.
Okay.
I have the book here. Copies through you.
Okay, our viewers
can contact you and get this book.
Okay.
I have not talked about Istimo yet.
No, most likely some other time. That's when we talk about Istimo and some other experiences like NSSF and the rest.
You like NSSF.
And you are and KCCA.
You like NSSF so much.
And
you'll get it.
And the KCCA. Okay, our viewers, get Mr. Ssekono's book titled.
Get My Exile Life in Britain.
Okay.
Where I spent 9 years with a young family.
Okay.
9 years in exile.
We begin from there some other time. I can't, lawyers saying, I have nothing useful to add. So I have nothing useful to add. Catch you some other time.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.